17-year-old Austin Metcalf was killed back on April 2nd.
Metcalf was killed after he was stabbed in the chest during a fight and died in his twin brother's arms. The fight was with 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, a student athlete from a different Frisco high school. Arrest documents say the fight was over a seating dispute in the bleachers. Anthony was charged with first-degree murder.
I've been tweeting a lot, and we've been digging into the story. It's, taken off like wildfire online, this Carmelo Anthony story. And one of the big pieces of this that I've been getting into, Tim Pool, by the way, has done a lot of podcasting about this, and he was featured as the new media seat in the press briefing. One of the things that Tim and I, we had some substantive disagreements, I would say, on this when we had a sort of, I would say, a friendly discussion. And one of the pieces where we came to real agreement was, where is the video? Where is the video of this horrific encounter? By the way, Carmelo Anthony stabs Austin Metcalf. He claims it was self-defense. The police report doesn't seem to claim that. And so it's just really been this huge firestorm that's taken off. I think over $1 million has been donated in various campaigns in support of each of them. But Libby, what happened when a pro-Carmelo Anthony organization mentioned me this morning? And I believe Post Millennial has the story.
Yeah, we sure do have the story. So these people took issue with you demanding that the video be released. We've seen videos released in countless other crime scenarios. And for some reason, these guys do not want this one released. It was a pretty fascinating thing that they said. If I could just grab it real quick. They said, where'd it go? You said it's now been 19 days and the Carmelo Anthony team has still yet to call for the release of the video of the incident. But the not-for-profit there, the like BLM style not-for-profit, they don't want to turn it out. And they claim that there's a problem with releasing it and that by releasing it, they would be perhaps putting the integrity of the case in question. Of course, we see video all the time, and this is coming from the representative of a family who has said that they're receiving death threats, that they have had to move Anthony out of their home and into some undisclosed location, which this not-for-profit said that they did. And I think you're right. I think we gotta see the tape. That's usually what happens.
Well, so let me just get this straight. So this is an organization, not the main organization, to be clear about that. This isn't the NGAN organization that actually hired the family advocate, but it is an organization that's raising money in the name of Carmelo Anthony, saying that they want me to stop asking for the video of the incident. When in these cases, we always ask for the video. In fact, body cam footage is something that we always want out. We talked about that in George Floyd. By the way, I don't recall anyone saying that we shouldn't release the George Floyd video. After that became one of the most viewed videos probably in the entire world in 2020. And I don't recall anyone ever saying stop showing that video. But now suddenly they've released this legal letter. I don't know if it's legal letter or AI written or whatever, saying that Jack Posobiec, how dare he call for the release of the video? I said, wait a minute. If you guys were so sure that this was self-defense, wouldn't the first thing you want released be the video? That's what I'm trying to understand, Libby. We've got about a minute till the break.
Yeah, that's exactly what they would do. And if they wanted to stand behind their integrity of the case thing, they would leak it. They would make sure that the public saw what this organization and what the representatives wanted them to see in defense of Anthony. But instead, they're hiding behind this legal language. They're saying that they don't want it released. And, perhaps it'll come out in court. Likely it will come out in court. It better come out in court. And by then, we're all going to see it. But we saw, too, what happened in the Kyle Rittenhouse case. It wasn't until the video was made clear. It wasn't until people could see with their own eyes that Rittenhouse was acting in self-defense that the charges against him, that he was able to be cleared of those charges. And in this case, you start to wonder, is it perhaps that the representatives and the lawyers are not so sure of their case? Is that why they don't want it to be out there? Is that why they don't want that to, they don't think it's going to clear his name? Otherwise, they'd make sure it was out, that's the point.